Well, Cloud9's Asian invasion has proved they are the new NA sensation, no more so than that shot from Automatic. 3 Deagle kills in a play that will be remembered for, I think, a long time, I have to say. Quite impressive as Cloud9, 16-6 in the first map against Gambit.
Yeah, well, that was Cloud9's pick. We have to remember, we're moving on to Cobblestone now. This is what Gambit, that's going to be their map choice and presumably balance things out. I think it'll be a closer game, but the form Cloud9 are in right now, pretty scary stuff. Some of the shots we're seeing there from the individuals of Stewie and Automatic, especially Automatic, pretty godlike at times. So whether Gambit can bounce back from that battering they just received, I'm not so sure, but should be a much better game considering the scoreline of the first one. It seems like after they got that 5, I think it was like 3, they got the 3-1, 4-1 in their favor, just didn't really turn up after that. Cloud9 ran away with it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it massively ran away with it. We talked about as well at the start of the second half, the back and forth affair, Gambit winning the third round, limiting the money and not bringing us out on AWP. It didn't matter. When you get those deagle shots, that was nail in the coffin. That was done at that point. So switch our focus a little bit. We jump into map 2. Gambit's got to respond. They've got to come out with a strong start. Cobblestone as well. Definitely a choke-pointed map, but we know Cloud9's able to pick up wins against some of the very best on this.
Yeah, it's that loose play style that was just working so well for them as well. So confident where they wanted to go, sticking with the plan. No fakes really required there, just walking in and finding the headshots all over the place. And those pistols as well, especially in the second half. Gambit just didn't get a look in whatsoever. Like I said, though, we're hoping Cobble to be a more even affair, I should think. Gambit, this is their pick, and hopefully going to be bouncing back. And if it does go to 3 maps, we will be seeing a little bit of Dust 2, which is another high-fragging map, and sure we'll bring some more highlight reels as we get to it.
Interestingly enough as well, it's the map that Cloud9 lost to Renegades to start off this tournament.
True.
So keep that in mind. It won't necessarily be the most comfortable time. Started off as Cloud9 T side. They've got 4 Kevlars and 1 smoke in Skadoodle's hands. Good early opening shot as Mo gets tagged up from afar.
Well, you wanted to get information. You got it. Headshot to the face. Mo will be falling back. It's a Glock at that range. It won't be a one-shot kill, but certainly sends Mo packing. So they're going to go for some long control here with the bomb as well.
Zeus wants to go back out to the same angle, same area. Not quite as far forward, obviously, at this point in time. Does find the shot, though. His success definitely cancels out the fact that his teammate took so much damage. Automatic on 49 as well. Watch the fact that Hobbit is holding off at B platform. They've split themselves 2-2 here in this T-sided approach. See if they can claw back what's been lost. Still have to find a kill to equalize this. And we're down to 55 seconds and a pistol. Nothing in Stewie are going to get on drop. 2-man lurk for a pinch play on A. Watch Doja. He's played so passively, so patiently, finds one, and sold out by Stewie. But as this is happening, everyone down on the A side, it's just Stewie remaining. 1 versus 4. He's going to get pinched in. There's players rotating behind. And Gambit will start off the second map with the first round.
There it is. 4 players staying alive as well. It's looking much more promising than we saw Mirage. Keeping 4 players alive, so Gambit go up 1-0 here. No bomb planted as well for Cloud9. They went for an A split there, getting that headshot towards Mo at long A. Trying to come in from drop down as well, but like you said, Dozier managing to lock it down. And the frags required. And then Stewie can't really do too much towards the end there. There's going to be 4 SMGs and a FAMAS in the hands of Gambit this round. There's a 4 spy for Cloud9. Skadoodle, though, keeps himself just a Glock and a flashbang. Wants to have that all potential going forward. So, 1 smoke, 2 flashes. And Mo, once again, pushing towards long A. This time, he's the one delivering the headshots.
Hobbit, I'm going to sneeze.
Bless you.
Thank you. Happened again. Don't bless me the second time. I'm not worthy.
Well, Flash is going towards drop down, trying to use his Tech 9's position, but Dozier mows them down and Dren backing up as well. It's going to be Shrider finds 1 kill, but we're still on 15 HP. That should be the round tied up at this point. Hobbit waiting to see if any players want to push through the smoke. Just re-smokes himself, delays him even further, and Skadoodle might want to fall back at this point. He's only got the Glock. His teammate Stewie with the Desert Eagle. They have got the bomb, but options are very limited indeed.
Skadoodle is waiting with that Glock. We know it's one of the most powerful weapons in the game. And Stewie on 15. Cobblestone stabilizing finally for Gambit as they pick up a second straight round. Start things off. Do so with 3 SMGs still in play. They're building up a little bit of money on that, but remember, we do have to contemplate the fact that SMGs, UMPs, thankfully penetrating the armor. And they're going to go for the 4th. I was going to say need to be replaced at some point in time, but they're looking to play for what would be the bonus in the next round if that's the case.
Indeed, a heavy bonus. I think we called this, if all 5 players stay alive now, we called it the Jaden, right?
Well, not quite, because they have a FAMAS already.
Right, so it has to be 5 SMGs staying alive into the first gun round. Okay. As long as you're fair and consistent, I don't mind.
That's fine.
Well, here we go for UMP. Still into that first round. It's certainly a winnable round, but definitely comes under the category of bonus. The idea there, if you're not upgrading to the M4, you're trying to build the economy as strong as you can, take a bit of a risk by taking those lesser weapons in that first gun round. Should be a possibility here, seeing as there's only one PG-50. It's the only thing purchased into this one, so if Cloud9 can even find a frag hit, that would be impressive. At this point, after the force run in the second round, Gambit probably need to be just a little bit more passive, just hold back to the bomb sites, wait for the commitment to come in. With no nades to work with, Cloud9 can't even really cross to the bomb sites here. They're just hoping some close range activity comes in. Mo could be the one to give it to them.
Mo's going to put a damage in with that nade. It bounces actually closer to the corner. That's where Stewie sits, and as a result, he's on 8 HP before he faces against Zeus. Ooh. Zeus gets caught by Otto, but Dren catches both he and Skadoodle. 3-0 Gambit. Let the fun start now. Cloud9 will bring guns up. The question is, did they get enough money built up on Skadoodle to go for the AWP? They do.
Yeah, he didn't purchase anything in that second round, so discipline by him means he gets the AWP out. Doesn't have head armor, though. That's a bit of a problem against those UMPs and the M4s. Mo has an AWP himself, so this is, as you said, where the fun begins. 3-0 for Gambit so far. On the less favoured side, I'd say. Overall, CTs have a rough time here on Cobble. And Mo aggressive once again towards long A. Very confident in his position, trying to find this first frag. It'll be Automatic, who's been hitting some tremendous shots so far to potentially challenge him, but Stu will be backing up as well.
Slow play with the smokes out toward the B archway. Hobbit as well. Famas going to try and get closer into this corner position. Molotovs aren't exactly a plenty for them. Remember, there's about 3 you need for a full execution on this B site. One on the stairs, one on the arch, one toward Chicken Coop. They've only got 2. So Hobbit's position could be favorable in that sense if he plays it right. He's going to get a little bit closer as well with this smoke out. He's anticipating them being ready to push through, but they're not. They're still trying to probe out the map split and get kills. Stewie and Automatic, meanwhile, over toward A are doing exactly that, getting much closer onto Zeus's position. They'll clear danger, and this will open up the option to rotate back that direction. 56 seconds to work with.
Yeah, just getting some map control at this point. Stewie and Automatic is pushing CDs back, taking vision away at least, but Mo still towards top of middle with the AWP, so he at least has information from his teammates in that respect. Skadoodle all boosted up on that upper platform. Let's see if anyone will dare challenge him towards that position. His AWP wasn't really required on Mirage, I have to say. Didn't need that much impact at all, but Cobble, it could be a little bit of a rougher affair here considering the scoreline so far. Yet to find any frags, and we're at the 30-second mark.
Flash goes down from nothing. Adren peeks on it, not fully blinded out, wants to give Doji a little bit of help, but he's going to back away now because 3 players coming out at long. Hobbit can't find the lineup, can't find the shots, does go back for more. He's only tagged down to 74, but there's Skadoodle with the entry on the AWP, and he's going to line up to hold off the tree angle, so they can't push back through the alley. That means the only way of approach back to the bomb site is inside it directly, and Skadoodle shuffle over to find that. Doji got nothing, but bombs being planted, and Cloud9, with 3 players still up, have only 2 to contend with, one of which is Mo and an AWP, but he's inside the site, finds Stewie. And Doja with a UMP is already rotating around to make sure drop is clear. They're buying themselves time, Cloud9, as that goes on because there's no kits in play. Wow. And Skadoodle with a great round finds yet another. 3 kills in total for him. Looks for the shot on the 4th on the Y, but Doja hits it. Has to be a little bit careful. There's still time, considering there's no kit. That's going to be gone if he can survive about another 3 or 4 seconds automatic. He's trying to do so, sprayed through.
Got it.
I think he does. He's just got back to it in time, and he picked up the kit on the way, so he's actually definitely got it. It's going to be Gambit with 4 straight rounds.
Yes, Stewie, there's no HP there to work if they're trying to delay as long as he possibly could. Throws a Molotov on the bomb there. Maybe a little bit too premature with that one, but Gambit do go 4-0. Like you said, a fantastic round for Skadoodle. Hitting some very impressive shots, and they get the bomb down, but the retake comes in, and Gambit managed to actually start to run away with this one, 4-0. We do have a bomb plant and 4th stage loss bonus here, so it is going to be an investment. Nothing goes all in. He brings a Galil and head armor to the table. Similar story as well for Skadoodle. 3 players keeping their money around the 2K mark, so it's not a complete investment into this one, but let's see what they can do with the AK here. Interesting they don't swap over that AK. Yes, they do to automatic. That. Oh, I was about to say they did do that. They actually haven't. Skadoodle could keep it. You'd think after the performance automatic was posted, you'd give it to him and see what he can do. Meant to be.
Yeah, you would think that would be the case. I certainly would want him to have it, but maybe he wants the Tech 9. Maybe that's his choice instead. Shroud's choice wants to walk out, get caught off by Hobbit, who finds another headshot from Chicken Coop. No utility to push him back out of this position. They do finally get the kill, though. It's automatic to do so. He's got an AK, and nothing found. He's got the AK inside the site to try and compensate for all the loss, all the deficit, all the pain they've suffered. Just Skadoodle remaining, and he picks up 2 in Tech 9. Not too bad, considering he needs to build up money as much as possible to constantly be getting onto that AWP. It's going to be a max loss round bonus at 5 for Gambit, so very good start. We talked about the start being required for them, and it's going to be a timeout early from Cloud9.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good time to do it as well. It's been a bit of a rough ride for them. That close clutch situation, had they got that, they probably really got rolling here. And that investment in the previous round means nothing. He's on $3,400. That's the maximum loss bonus. Obviously went all in that previous round. Skadoodle, 4,100. They can certainly drop an AWP over, but it'd be a bit of a mishmash of a buy here. It looks like they will be going in for it. Stewie goes in with the AK-47. Smoke, Molotov. So they will be buying here for sure. As they go 5-0 down, but Gambit finally starting to arrive here on Cobblestone. Mirage just completely ran away from them. The unpause comes in pretty quickly, so it seems like they know what they want to do. They do arrange their buy accordingly. It's going to be Skadoodle, drop the AWP, and fast towards middle he goes, looking to challenge potentially Mo, who could be towards danger. Let's see what happens here. He's actually going to be towards the B platform this time, changing his position up.
No one really pushing in that position just yet. Nothing is the only one over at the B side. A little tension on drop. Now he peeks. For his sake, Mo missing the shot. It's a sigh of relief. He's out toward the long corner. Is going to backpedal slightly as Adren gets closer. They'll rotate in for a double position at drop, but they've got the information required. They're pulling everyone over toward A, and that's where 4 of Cloud9's players are. Nothing's, I would anticipate, looking to get down drop. Good play from Zeus to push up, smoke off on the corner. Spot through danger. Gets Stewart. But watch this push, because now they can try and bait in Adren on the AK, and Zeus is sticking around strictly for that alone. Otto's got a good boost on this, though, and if they overread or overcommit, could catch out. Drops down just as the smoke dissolves. And he's low. This could be an absolute bloodbath in favor of Gambit right now. With this setup, goes out, takes the high HP player, automatic locked inside, and there's the peek from Adren. Down they go. Not even a chance for trade. In fact, no damage done at all against Gambit so far.
Yeah, well, Skadoodle does find a kill in return, but that's all they'll find for now as Adren takes out nothing. At the same time, Dosia pushes through the mid entrance there, manages to take down that final kill with the UMP. 4 players surviving here. Cloud9 can't get rolling here on Cobble whatsoever. On the favored C side as well. Another bite goes against them. There's great timing and synergy towards that A side of the map. You normally see maybe 1 player playing in this position, as in Long A itself. This time they've actually got 3 players committed to the A side of the map. You can see they've got a good understanding of what Cloud9 are bringing in terms of their default, trying to push that Long A position and try and find frags and then go back towards B. And we'll have a partial buy at this point. $3,400, no bomb coming in, not going to be fully invested, but Tech9 speed of 50. Let's just rush B, boys. See what happens. Push through the smoke and might get his first frag as well. Mo gets the first AWP shot, but Stewie does fight back, and unfortunately for Cloud9, it's over as quick as that.
Mo's looking pretty sexy so far on Cobblestone. 7-0 though for Gambit, and we said they needed a good start. Well, Cloud9, they're looking lost, and they're not even finding decent entries to go for trades. Like you say, that time they kind of just throw it in and rush toward the B side. But I have to say, if they don't win this round with the AWP up on Skadoodle, I'm going to start to worry.
Well, here we go, another full buy at this point. Just the rush B before. Starting to run out of steam here, it seems, Cloud9. Need to start arriving here on Cobble. Skadoodle going to be focusing towards the platform once again, but Mo's there waiting for him. Does he dare come around the corner? Surely get a flash first. Flash does come in, but Mo's still willing to challenge. Takes a little bit of a blind shot there. Flashes over and seems to keep applying this pressure. And has the advantage now as he repositions.
And waits patiently as well. Does Mo. And patience might prevail because they're all working in that direction. Thankfully, the smoke gets out before they peek around. Nade in. I have to say a bit early for that nade. I want to get down the corridor quite so quickly without making a heck of a lot of noise. But here we go. Cloud9, emphasis on drop. Still one of the teams that elects to put this much pressure on that position. Envy, perhaps one of the others. Stewie set. Flash goes down. Both hesitant for the moment because there's smokes out. They can't see into the window. Meanwhile, Hobbit, he's one of the players that was covering off this position, goes far more passive and sits in by the statue. He's not sure which way to look, though, because there's no entry yet from Long B. They're just playing position, and they're going to let Stewie go alone. He's gotten his way in toward E-Box. But all of this going on, they're going to have to go toward B unless they can find Zeus quickly, because look at his position. He's at Dragon Lore already.
Yeah, and that's going to mean 4 players towards the B side as well. Gambit got a great understanding of what's coming towards and come down to these initial shots, but Hobbit, he lands 2, both headshots as well. Cloud9 just can't get rolling here at 2, but they do find a couple of frags in return, but Adren locks it down to a 3-on-2.
Thankfully, they find Zeus. because that was the play that they were relying on. It gives him 2v2, but watch Mo. He's still inside Chicken Coop. Hobbit's going to find the kill, pops out. Tech9. Hobbit gets the shot. It looked like for a minute it was through because of the timing of it, but it is 8-0. And I have to say, Gambit are doing a very good job of reading, reacting, and rotating based on information on this CT side. They definitely look like they know what they're doing on Cobblestone.
Yeah, they were so ready for that B head, then Cloud9 wasting a lot of time in the beginning of the round trying to lock down Mo, who had the AWP on the upper position, and Zeus, like you said, he comes in with the perfect flank there. Doesn't actually have a tremendous amount of impact, but he does get so much info for his teammates, calling them to stay 4 men towards the B site and just completely outsmarting Cloud9 in that situation. Just a complete read on what's going on. 8-0 now. Another partial buy comes in. Still the maximum loss bonus, but not enough to buy into this one. Tech9's body armor, a few smokes, and Dosia, he gets that first frag. Looks like a mid-commitment coming in. Zeus has used that smoke to give him a little bit of spray freedom there. Mo finds another orb shot, and it's going to be a 5-on-3. A lot of damage inflicted as well.
Massive amount of damage inflicted, and Dosia waiting on the inside of the smoke will take down Skadoodle. Zeus follows up. Not a single bullet lands against them, nor nade, nor anything. They all stay alive, 100 HP. This is looking very, very dire. Cloud9, this is one of the most quiet halves I've ever seen from them.
I think we just need to go back to basics here. Like we said on Mirage, very loose gameplay was working tremendously for them, hitting all the shots. It's being denied across the board now. Let's throw an execution in there. Let's do a wall of smokes towards B. Let's just try and get the bomb down. A post-on situation. I can't really remember, apart from the very early stages. I think it was round number 4. They actually got the bomb down and actually had a chance to win a round. Ever since then, it's just Gambit running away with it, controlling every situation and dictating as to where Cloud9 go. Mo's back towards middle this time, spots a shoulder there behind the rock at top of middle. And I think Automatic knows he is being watched at this point. We'll just be sticking until his teammate can help him out with a flashbang perhaps, and Mo decides to fall back now.
Yeah, I'm a little bit curious why it wasn't repeaked in that amount of time. I'm sure it was riding on his mind. Skadoodle with the AWP is close by. He's got bomb as well. Nothing's tagged. 25 HP for him to work with. And another smoke out at long for Cloud9. We've not seen them take advantage of putting those smokes in place. Go for that perhaps double smoke, or at least smoke to the box. This exact play. Entrance where you wide peek, push back stairwell with a Molotov, and then deal with Chicken Coop on the way through. We've not seen any of that, and Hobbit's going to sneak in late. Molotov gets there this time. Does it spread far enough? It doesn't, so he's going to be able to sit. And bomb goes back over toward Mo and Zeus. I mean, all the little things, the basics, Cloud9 aren't even really accomplishing at this point in time.
Indeed. Well,
Molotov out as well is going to segregate them because look, Automatic has to go. And he's got to sit in the corner. He's going to just try and wait for his teammates to get through. Oh, lovely shot again from Mo. Through the top of the half wall, goes back up on top. Now we've got something rolling for Cloud9 though, because a flurry of frags, they get through. Team kill comes in and Shroud doesn't get the kill he was looking for as a result. It actually is a benefit, but still Stewart's able to hold on to it. Stewie2K comes back around. That could have been an absolute tragedy if that team kill from Shroud cost them the round.
it was not the cleanest of rounds there. That team kill was a bit of a nightmare. You're absolutely right there. But still, they managed to post their first round here. The problem is, one player staying alive. It's going to be difficult for them to reinvest into this one. They have 3 AKs. Galil, Skadoodle does have the AWP. I'm sure that was salvaged at the end of the round. As we get to number 11 here, this could be a harsh reset. If Cloud9 were to lose this one, it'd be 10-1. And they lose the loss bonus at that point as well. So pretty much must win at this point, considering all the reinvestment that was required into this round number 11. I think Mo is actually back towards danger this time. We have got Hobbit, who's been very influential in this position towards the upper platform. Smoking them out for now. Looks like the commitment comes in from Cloud9.
Smoke, flash, does catch off Hobbit. This gives them the stairwell to work with, but Adren's able to get back in time. So once more, they don't even get past that entrance at long. 9-1, and we're looking at a reset. Bomb drop. Skadoodle can't find the shots. Last time he did get to this far, at least he picked up 3, but nothing's the one to find Doja. That gives them space. Smoke out for the cross, but watch for Adren because he's gotten in behind the statue. So even if they go for the plant, he's going to be close up. Nothing knows it, but can't find the angle, and he's already tagged down 3 HP. Needs a perfect shot. Zeus holding him in. Does manage to snack back and find at least the player he was intending to in Adren. But now it's still a problem for them because they're putting additional smokes out. They've still got to get that bomb in a position to plant. 55 seconds. Do they even go toward B? If they want to go back, Mo gets caught out. Skadoodle opens it up, and it's just Zeus remaining. But remember the low HP. I have to keep mentioning this because if they commit to it, and Skadoodle's not in a position to trade, it means the M4 can set for the frag and end the round just like that because Skadoodle gets caught looking for the bomb.
Yeah, Zeus looking very calm and collected in that situation. You can see Cloud9, in terms of the fundamentals, what we've seen from a T side here, it looks like teams that I think are very good on this map. Dickens has them normally my purest example of how the map should be played. Like, you're working that map control towards middle, you're actually working as a team to get long A control, pushing the CTs back and then executing back towards B. Into Cloud9, they're quite tunnel vision like they were on Mirage, but everyone's just landing every single shot there. Mirage can be a little bit more forgiving in that sense, but Cloud9 is choosing the B side. A few flashbangs go in. They're trying to utilize the same sort of strategy of all in, everyone hit their shots, and Skadoodle finish things off with the AWP. Not really happening for them yet. It's a 2-on-1 situation, sure, but Zeus looked like he was winning that all day long, and that's the full reset for Cloud9. They lose that loss bonus, and actually going all in here, Matt. It's a round that very unlikely for them to win if they lose it. There's another eco coming in. They could very quickly be 11-1 here, maybe 12-1 for the reasons I just stated.
Mo's got an angle. Mo's got a shot. He's not missing those today. A second. And not quite the third. Hobbit's there to pick up additional kills elsewhere on the map, and Mo's going to find the hat trick eventually. 11-1, and this looks even worse for Cloud9 than it did for Gambit on Mirage. They are absolutely running away with this.
Yeah, two very one-sided maps there, and you have to remember this is Gambit's pick. Mirage was Cloud9, so in best of threes, is this to be expected, especially when you have two quite equally matched teams, it seems, and we do move on to Dust 2 are required. I feel like that's going to be a great map to finish things off, which is looking very likely at this point. Another eco at this point now for Cloud9. Should be 12-1 on the CT side as well. This is traditionally a terrorist-sided map, and Cloud9 have been quite flat here on the T side, I've got to say. Not so much in terms of the execution or even the defaults, just choosing a position to go to at the start and trying to make things happen, but Automatic and Stewie not having the same impact they did at Shroud. This is normally one of Shroud's best maps. You think historically for Cloud9 especially, like he was the master of the upper platform. We always find his opening pick. He's currently on 1 for 12. Nothing, not far behind, or far in front I should say, 3 for 12. A lot of damage inflicted by those nades before they've even made their move on this round. It's going to be Skadoodle down to 24 HP, Stewie on the 4. Doesn't look like it's going to get much better. Okay, well, Automatic does find a pick on Dozier.
That's fine, potentially more as well. Hobbit swaps to the Deagle instead. Has them lined up, but flashes in. They're all approaching. They've got the movement mechanics of a pistol position as well, excuse me. The problem is now that Adren's gotten over there in time, so even if Hobbit doesn't have time to reload, which now he does, there's an M4 still to fight against him. Once the reload comes in, no mistake made. Takes out Shroud. Adren shuffles in, finds nothing. Automatic trying to slip in and misses a shot. And usually a position where you'd expect him to find something. So 12-1 now. Bad to worse.
Indeed, 12-1 arrives. And yeah, this combo hasn't lived up to the hype levels we were expecting, but still. The map looking very likely, I have to say. All with the AWP once again for Skadoodle. The only player really posting any sort of positive numbers here. He's on 11 frags. As a positive, 13 deaths as well. Shroud goes down 1 for 13. Round the 14 comes in. Cloud9 now. More of a default I would expect to see the start of a round of Cobble. They'll be filling the map out first and trying to work out where the AWP is. They've ascertained where that is. So that's Mo towards middle. Zeus is towards long 8. He's just got the incendiary in hand. He's looking at that pixel angle. As soon as he detects him, great nade from him. Look at the damage inflicted against his armored players.
And Zeus does get pushed back slightly, so now they can start to utilize that position as you talked about. But same thing that happened last time when they pushed them back on long A. They set a double position at the long corner, closer to the CT side. This time not quite with the bait and switch. It was the AWP. Remember last time we saw, I think it was Zeus trying to bait in Adren, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, Skadoodle bottom mid right now, waiting for an opportunity to get presented, and they're slowing the pace. Count on the fact that Gambit, with the confidence they have, are going to do everything they can to get the next pick, and that means getting aggressive even though they're a man down. As we see the AWP set behind the APC, cover off the corner, and Zeus waiting for them to push through. Has position if there's no flash and a careless entry without trade. Nothing, meanwhile, goes early on the lurk. Caught out by Hobbit. That'll be the signal to go, and good pick from Automatic. Now they've got an entry. A 4 versus 2, and this is a must-convert round for Cloud9. Flash over, Mo's caught. Down to the end as well by Skadoodle as he didn't make the jump. Was left in the open. It's on to Hobbit. 1 versus 4. And finally, Cloud9 gets something.
Yeah, looking more positive there. Keeping 4 players alive as well. More of a default mentality, getting that long A control, pushing their players back, and Skadoodle doing some good work there with the AWP. Order Sniper comes out to finish things off here, it seems. It will be in the hands of Zeus. Mo, of course, will be still on that AWP, and 3 rifles to go with him. But I would say at this point, this round has to go in Cloud9's favour. It's even given them a sliver of hope going forward here on Cobble. It's round number 15. This half has just completely flown by. As we get into the final round here. Default once again. It seems like Cloud9 presumably should have actually been doing this from the start of the round instead of just trying to throw himself into the bomb site again and again. Oh, good little incendiary there to force out the face from Automatic, but can't run the shot.
Not quite. Mo's going to relocate as well out toward the long corner. This double op. I take that back. Excuse me. This double sniper rifle setup. I'm sorry. How dare I disrespect an auto sniper? Exist would kill me for doing so on this map.
It's true.
I'm just going to stare down, so they've got 2 focused on A, which means they can play the range game, put the rifles a lot closer to the choke points on B. It's a decent setup, I have to say. It's not normally where we see the auto sniper play from. It's usually a chicken coop. As they push through. Oh, Skadoodle. Lovely peek. Timed that perfectly with his teammate. Threw him over, let him jump, and then he snops back out and takes the shot immediately. Didn't even wait to see, just fired. And it works. And again, nothing to get down drop. He's not been able to convert this too often. Doja again in good position. Nothing can't land it. He's going to give away his position, and Mo finds Stewart. Lovely play back to the horde. Stables, and a fast flick finds Automatic as well. Doja's trying to push back through and find him in turn, but nothing is already there. Down on the lurk, and Doja's got the headshot. Cloud9, they're going to go down 13-2 at halftime.
Looking much stronger here. Gambit completely dominating that first half here on Cobble. You can see Cloud9 not the same levels of hype we had on Mirage here. It seemed like a successful pick at the start of that round as well. Could have opened things up, but Mo, like you said, this flick shot was pretty nutty. Look at that. Automatic. Takes him down. 13-2 is the first half score. I have to say about that. I'm almost certain we're going to Dust 2. If you lose that many rounds on the T side, it's almost impossible to come back from it. I say almost because there's always a chance. You can always...
There is always a chance. If it was 12-3, I would say there's definitely a chance. That's the old Pro League adage, but 13-2. Lose this pistol, and it's done. And for Gambit, that's a massive achievement, considering what happened to them on Mirage. It puts them in a fine position. Especially going on the Dust 2. Remember we said that was the map that Cloud9 lost to Renegades.
Yeah, well, pistol round comes in. We swap sides of courts. Gambit over to the T side. We'll have a look at their buy as it comes in. 3 sets of armor for now. Smoke, 2 flashbangs in the hand of Zeus. A little decoy as well. Why not? Just, yeah, yet to buy it. He brings out the armor himself. So they've got such a huge better round. So they can afford to a little bit frivolous in terms of their approach to the rounds. They have to be super tactical. Stay as a tight unit. Seems like they just want to rush straight towards middle. Skadoodle does spot them though. So I need to call the rotations. Does come in nice and early.
Good peek out from Automatic. Hobbit, the one he's trying to find, doesn't take any damage though. Thus far. Straightforward setup from the CT side. The exception being toward Chicken Coop, where they've stacked that. And they're doing so because in the first round, obviously, no Molotovs. So it would be a bait play to lure them in. And as they are going on to B, I'm encouraged by this because it could very well work unless they push all the way up directly. And Zeus has a flash, which could potentially put them in a position to peek it, but we'll see. Meanwhile as well, Shroud and Automatic are slowly looking over in that position. Hobbit's going to drop down. I think they'll have heard that. Shroud definitely does. He's going to work back out. First one down at Chicken Coop. Now wait, because they can't re-peek it. Stewie has, so that's not going to be the bait they wanted, but it does work. He still finds 2! Lovely shot to drop the bomb on Zeus. And Stewie's still looking for more inside of the archway. Doja on top of the statue brings Hobbit back into it, and they've turned this around. Lovely headshot from Doja. As Hobbit was in the position to catch off Stewie as he peeked out to the statue. It's on to Skadoodle. 1 versus 2. Digged up from afar, and Doja's got 14-2. I say this might be over.
Yeah, well, after Stewie does such tremendous work to get him back in that round as well. Like you said, a little bait and switch there towards the Chicken Coop. He finds 2 great headshots there, but Dosia turns around and just wins the round for Gambit there. 14-2 has to be a force buy from Cloud9. No choice here, I'm afraid. It's going to be Stewie with the Max 7. He got a couple of kills in that last round, and the rest of his teammates on pistols, armor, a couple of smokes to work with. Skadoodle, he's got some hope here. He doesn't invest into this round. He's just got a CZ looking towards the future with that AWP. Feels like there's still a chance going forward.
UMP fires down toward the door at bottom of middle. It's going to be Stewie getting into an archway position. A desperate one with a Mag 7. Desperation better pay off for Cloud9 this round, or it is definitely done. Automatic waiting to get flashed in. Goes for it, taps up, and dinks up Zeus, but gets tagged down in the end from the UMP. Zeus stays on 6. A step closer, and that's a kill. A one-shot headshot from a pistol.
Well, polarizing map so far, I have to say. It's kind of crazy to think that Cloud9 ran away with it so convincingly on Mirage, and now looking like they're going to get a 16-2, returning the favor straight away, it seems. Still a 5-on-4 chance for Cloud9 just about. That Molotov certainly thwarts it slightly, though. Hobbit takes him down. That's Stewie 2K. And up to Shroud now. One Deagle shot successful, looking for the second.
Echo the automatic, but can't do it. Only lands the one, and Mo gets his way inside of the site. It's 2 remaining for Cloud9. Remember, with 2 rounds to find for Gambit, and they've already closed this one out. Hobbit showing off some great accuracy in this game.
Wow. Okay,
15 rounds already. This is... I mean, after seeing the individual performances of Stewie in automatic in the last map, I did not expect this.
I did not at all. I thought you just have to base it on form right now. Yes, this is Gambit's pick, but in terms of the shots they're being hit, Cloud9 didn't look like anyone in the entire arena right now could keep up with them. Anyway, 15-2, Gambit bouncing back, very residual it seems, and we'll see what happens when we go into round number 18, and there's a scout, but unable to land the shots. Going to go into more aggressive play here, more automatic. Another Deagle shot. He was doing
not again.
Some crazy work in Mirage. Can he find more?
Tries to line the second headshot, but can't do it quite in the same fashion. So Mo putting him down brings it back to 4s. Skadoodle does still have a scout to work with. He's on the A site. And the attention being turned from Gambit over toward the B side of the map. There's nothing, comes back up. Tries to use that 5-7. Actually, it's a 4-shot on Doja. Whether or not that was his intended target of the 3, I'm not quite sure. It is traded back by Hobbit. He makes his way to the stairs. The Dren's going to try and walk in. Stewie try to do what he can. Does have a chance as they aren't looking his direction, but jumping over top, he goes for the reload. And it's Mo to find him. Skadoodle rather did find a quick shot, but it won't matter. Mo will close out the game 16-2. 4 rounds better, or worse, depending on how you look at it, than how Mirage ended his Cloud9 was 16-6. This gets turned around. It goes to Dust 2, and Gambit, that was, I mean, that's one of the best CT sides I've seen on this map.
Yeah, or, well, I have to say the approach from Cloud9, it seems like they didn't really get their act together until the very last couple of rounds there. They seemed to maybe a little bit too confident in themselves after the performance from Mirage, keeping it very simple. Didn't really adjust too well on that T side, didn't really bring too much tactical depth to the table. That's a comment I made about them on Mirage, but it didn't really matter, as it was absolutely nailing every single shot. Wasn't really the case here on Cobblestone, like you said, great setups there. Mo, especially with the AWP, very dynamic, moving around every position on the map, it seemed, and yeah, I think we just have to forget about that map. It wasn't really...
Well, Cloud9 certainly does.
Yeah,
I'm sure that a lot of the CIS region fans, Zeus fans be like...
Just like Gambit did on the first map and pulled it back, Cloud9 have to do the same now, probably take a little bit of a longer break and move things on to Dust 2, and that's what I said. If it got to Dust 2, it would be a really exciting prospect. Just for the aim skill we saw from the guys on Cloud9 in the first map, and the kind of team synergy we saw from Gambit on the second. I think those two going against each other is going to be really interesting on Dust 2.
All right, well, with that said, commercial time, we got to pay bills. Little fun fact, if you don't download the Score Esports app, Alex Machine Richardson doesn't get paid, so go do that as well. We'll be back in a second.